Show 2, Week 18 of Non-Stop Black Talk. Welcome, everybody. He's Tyler.
And he's Dave. We had a great week of games this week, but why waste any more time? Let's jump right into the action.
Let's do it. Sunday's makeup held last Thursday as John Gasparoni plans to get his revenge against the Padres, who beat them 13-1. Davis started off the game with 2 quick walks, but quickly settled down and mows down Gaspy to end the early threat. The White Sox show some carelessness here in the first as Jimbo overthrows Gaspy for what should have been a routine play. Then, following Ben, Davis says goodbye as he lines his 7th homer of the season and takes the Padres up 2-0. Caden then follows up with a single, and the sloppy fielding continues for the White Sox as Phil and Dan Kendrick overthrows Gasparoni. The hitting didn't stop there. With the bases loaded, passes it to the man, and boom goes the dynamite. Ben, with the first ever grand slam of his career and his 2nd home run of the season, puts the Padres up 6-0. After a Davis double, Caden brings him in for the 7th run of the inning. And back on the bump, Davis kept doing what he's doing here, striking out Dan. Running into some trouble, recent pest Jimbo Sarkisian belts his 3rd home run of the season, breaking up the no-hitter for Davis. Davis has given up 2 home runs all year, both of which came from Jimbo. That was it for the Sox bats, unfortunately, and after another surge, the Padres mercy the White Sox in walk-off fashion in a final score of 13-1.
In Saturday's tilt between the White Sox and Tigers, we were treated to a classic pitchers duel between the 3-3 Tony Sciaraffa and the 2-3 Greg Sullivan. The two exchanged scoreless frames for much of the game, as Greg and Tony both continued to strike out and dominate the game. Here we see Tony get into a bases-loaded jam that strikes out Gaspy. Here he goes trash-talking about who knows what because he just struck out for the 34th time this season. Greg follows up that inning by getting into a jam of his own and walking the bases loaded, but then strikes out Paul Latino to end the threat. Jimbo Sarkisian here lines a base hit to center to try and get something going for his squad, to no avail. Following the 7th inning, Tony Sciaraffa had to leave the game, bringing in Cy Young contender Keith Leatham, who was 5-4 with a 1.57 ERA in the season. Here we see him with some nasty pitches, striking out Jimbo and Gaspy to end the frame. Finally, in the bottom of the 9th, Leatham steps up to the plate and says, "I've had just about enough of this game," and ends the game with a bomb to left field off Greg Sullivan, handing him the loss. This puts Sullivan at 2-4 on the season and sends the Tigers to 8-7. Let's go down to the field with John, who's with hero Keith Leatham.
Here we are today on this beautiful Saturday afternoon as we just ended this game in the bottom of the 9th inning with a home run off of our boy Keith Leatham.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Wait, off of?
Yeah, off your bat over in the
I
fences. No, not off the
thought you meant
pitcher.
like that
No. I'm saying over the fence. How do you feel after 8 brutal innings in the sun to end it after your captain leaves you in the bottom of the 6th?
Oh man, it was hell out there. I thought I was gonna dehydrate and die. I was just looking for a pitch to drive, and I did, and went over the fence. It felt great to finally hit a home run.
Well, there you have it. Keith Leatham ending the game after 9 innings.
Tigers.
The number 4 San Diego Padres may have started the year off slow, but they have won 9 of the last 10 games. Their latest win coming against the number 25 Washington Nationals, who have now lost 5 games in a row. The Padres started the scoring in the first inning when Ben Rogan scored on a controversial play, leaving third base when the pitcher was on the mound. This gave the Padres the 1-0 lead. The Padres put up another crooked number in the 3rd inning when MVP candidate Dave Pierce hit a 3-run home run, putting his Padres up 4-0 in the game. He drove in another run in the 5th inning, putting his team comfortably ahead 5-0. Pierce also pitched a stellar game, going 6 strong, allowing 2 hits, while striking out 8, improving his record to 8-0 on the year.
Alright, let's take you out to Sunday's game where the 3rd-seeded Washington Nationals and 1-0 Kyle Cross took on the last-place Chicago White Sox and 0-5 Jimbo Sarkisian in a much-needed win for the Nationals. Washington got out to an early lead in the bottom half of the 1st inning, where they quickly scored 5 runs against a struggling Jimbo Sarkisian with 3 hits and 2 walks. Let's jump to the 4th inning where Antonio Leatham ended his home run drought with a solo shot to left center, almost landing in the hoop. Also later in this inning, Captain Tyler Galicia also stepping up and helping his team out with his 3-run shot down the line and left. This game was surely turning ugly until the White Sox were up against the wall in the top half of the 6th inning, where the bats came alive, scoring 4 runs with the bats of Greg Sullivan, who also went 7 for 9 on the day. But Kyle Cross quickly got out of the jam and secured the win for the Nationals in a 9-5 victory over the White Sox.
In the final game of the weekend, we got exactly what we asked for. A pitcher's duel between Keith Leatham and Caden Bankston. The game's first run came from Bankston, who hit a deep drive to left center, going over 140 feet, and putting the number 4 nationally ranked Padres up 1-0. In the top of the third, Paul Latino broke up Bankston's bid at a no-hitter, hitting a dribbler to Dave Pierce, who mishandled it, allowing Latino to reach. But Bankston remained focused and dominated the Tigers' hitters for the remainder of the day, pitching 5 innings, allowing 3 hits while striking out 7. Pierce redeemed his fielding blunders by driving in a run in the 4th inning, putting the Padres up 2-0. He then came in for the save, striking out the Tigers in order, including Tigers captain Anthony Sciaraffa to end the game. Hey, I'm Jim Sarkisian. Here are the standings as of July 26, 2011. The number 4 San Diego Padres are 13-3 after winning 10 out of the last 11 games. The number 25 Washington Nationals are 8-8 after just snapping their 6-game losing streak. The Detroit Tigers are also at 8-8, and the Chicago White Sox are 3-13, with 13 losses being their most ever by a team in BTWL history.
And now with some quick BTWL breaking news. Due to some earlier scheduling conflicts, we have decided to make up all of the games that were scheduled during the non-existent All-Star Weekend, which is also to be announced. So with these makeup games in mind, there are remaining 2 games for each teams. Those matchups are the White Sox at Tigers, Padres at Nationals, White Sox at Nationals, and Tigers at Padres. That game will also feature Dave Pierce chasing his BTWL record 9th win in the pitching category. So dates are to be announced, and stay tuned, so we will figure all that out.
With 2 games left, it is currently a tight race for the MVPs. There are 4 players in the running, and here they are. We have Dave Pierce, who is 2nd in home runs, RBIs, and average, and 1st in wins, Ks, and ERA. We also have Keith Leatham, who is 3rd in average and 2nd in ERA and wins. And his brother Antonio is 1st in home runs and RBIs. Caden Bankston is 3rd in home runs, 2nd in RBIs, and also broke the record this year with 13 doubles, while his ERA and strikeouts are ranked 3rd.
All right, folks, now it's time for the long-awaited segment from Tony called Tony Reports. Tony, to you.
Thank you, Dave, and welcome to Tony's Reports, first edition. Firstly, I want to talk about John Gasparoni. You all know him from his trash talking on the field, but look at his stats, and it's really not there. He makes fun of everyone, and it's unbelievable what his stats are. Let me read off a couple. .13 and 9 average. Wow, John. Lowest this year and 2nd of all time in BTWL league history. He leads the league in Ks, 34. 34 Ks. How many is that? You get 60 at-bats, you get 34 outs. Not really helping the 3-13 Chicago White Sox. Last in slugging, OPS, and second to last in OBP. And that's behind Jordan Trombley, who only played 5 games, John. You should probably think about what you want to say on the field. In the last 7 games, he had a .083 average, with only combined 4 hits. Granted, that one was a home run and saved the game, but come on, John. You won 1 game. Congrats. Secondly, I want to talk about Ben Ruggan, because in the first 7 games, he only combined with 4 hits, and that's a very slow start in our league. In the last 6 games, he combined with 21 hits with a .538 average. That's unbelievable, Ben. Great job. Lastly, I want to congratulate Jimbo and Keith on a 13-game hitting streak. Ties a record for the BTWL. I'm Tony Sciaraffa, and this is Tony's Reports, and I'm sending you back to the desk with Dave and Tyler.
I'm Tyler Galicia, and thank you for joining us in the second edition of Nonstop Blacktop. Join us next week as we hope to cover some awards, a season wrap-up, and a preview of the postseason to come. David, please tell our viewers what's really good.
I'll tell you what's good. Check us out at leaguelineup.com/AuburnWiff. And also check us out on our Facebook page, Blacktop Wiffleball League, if you'd like to weigh in. Peace!